Oh yeah. Truck's all nice and warmed up for me. Sure, I'll use this step. Oh yeah, bum's nice and warm. Hands nice and warm. Well, looky here. Look what came back last night. The big beast. The 550 and the KX80-4. Back from PEI because the weather is just too bad, so she's home for the winter. What's up, guys? How's it going? So we got a few things to do today. First thing we're gonna do, we have 3 more driveways that we have to quote. So I'm going to check those over right now. Then we have to go meet up with a technician to get a key for our site so we can get through the gate, so we can get our excavator and our mulcher and truck in there tomorrow to do brush removal from the site. And then I got a call yesterday that there is a large tree partially blocking an access road. So we're gonna come home and get changed, grab the saw, grab some gas, grab the chaps and all that stuff, and we're gonna go remove that tree. So it's kind of a gloomy, shitty day here, to be honest, in Nova Scotia. Big storm coming for northern parts of Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. So as always, on standby just in case they need me to deploy generators, so I'll be ready for that. If we get the call, you're coming with. First experience deploying generators. Might need the ATV with the tracks. Can-Am 650 or the Can-Am 800 Outlander Max XT, we'll see. So that's what we're up to. I am going to head to my first site, take a look at that, send the quotes through, go meet Buddy, and we'll get on our way. Pretty nice view from up here. So here's the first one, and guess what? Gravel. Need a little trees cut back. Tons of places to push the snow off here. They're gonna have some gravel on their lawn, but lots of places. Looks like I can even just push it down in behind. All right. Bang. So if I get this one, you'll see me plowing this one, guys, and you'll see how I do it. But for now, I've seen what I need to see, so let's move on to the next one. Here's the next one. They obviously didn't have anyone to do theirs the first time, that's for sure. Bit of a long driveway, gravel. Nice spot in here. Comes up and wraps around the house. She's a sheet of ice right now. Pretty good sized yard back here, all the way in front of the garages. Yeah. This is a little more than a $45 driveway, that's for sure. That's a good one. I've got a few other ones in this area, so it'd be a good one to have. Take a bit of time to do this one, but lots of places to push the snow, so I like seeing that. So fire that quote off and see what they say. And this guy here, he just wants it done during bigger storms because he says he plows it with his quad the rest of the time. So like, what do we got going on here? I guess we can bring it in and we can push it off down over the bank there. I guess we can come in and push some of it off to the sides where the cars are, and we can back drag in front of the garage. It's a bit of a weird one here. He's got some water down below. Yeah, this one's a little different. So, you know, during big storms, obviously it's going to take longer, and that's the only time he wants me. So, keep that in mind if you're quoting prices like that. Don't lowball yourself, because he's only going to get you there during bigger storms, which is going to take longer. So, keep that in mind. It's not going to take 5 minutes in a big one. Take 5 minutes in a small storm, and take 10 to 15 minutes at least in a good sized storm. So keep that in mind when you're quoting prices. Don't lowball yourself. But I do have a house right next door, so that makes it a bit better. But anyway, guys, that's it for the quotes. So now let's head across the city and meet up and get that key. So I'm gonna be traffic shouldn't be as bad as what it would have been an hour ago, but it's still not gonna be good, and I hate traffic. Alright, so for that last one, like I said, he is gonna use his quad to do it during smaller snow events. He just wants somebody that can do it during bigger snow events. That's gonna take him forever on the quad, or not even be able to do it. So, you know, let's say you're plowing that driveway all year. You're gonna get some smaller storms like I had the other day, so it won't take you very long to do, and you're gonna get some big storms. So I quote driveways, you know, based on that. So, you know, what's gonna take me 5 minutes one time to do is gonna take me 15 minutes another time to do. So I sort of average it out. But in that situation, he's up front already told me that he only wants me when there's a lot of snow. So it's gonna take that much longer. So I'm not gonna lowball myself. If he likes the price, he likes the price. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It is what it is. He'll find somebody else, or he'll deal with it himself. But I'm not gonna go there and do remove snow in 1.5 feet of snow for a cheap price. Harder on your gear, takes longer, less places to push the snow, and it also depends on what he does before you get there. If he's not pushing the banks back, then you're already started off in a bad way. But it looks like he actually pushed it back quite well with his quad, so that's good. And get that key and go home and change our clothes and go cut a tree out of the road. Let's go. We got the key, boys. We're good to go for tomorrow. Tomorrow's job is on. I sent those prices through for the snow removal. I got a response from the one with the big parking area in the back and the 4-bay garage, and they said that it is twice as much as what they're paying now. They appreciate me stopping by. They were nice about it. They said it's double what they're paying now. So, whatever. You get some, you lose some. And for half of what I quoted them, no. It's not even worth my time to pull in that driveway for that. So obviously, whoever is doing their yard doesn't have insurance, doesn't have probably newer equipment, doesn't have any of that stuff. So you're gonna compete with guys that just throw a plow on their truck, give cheap prices, and just drive around and do stuff for cash. That's gonna happen. So those ones you just let go and you forget about them. They are what they are. It's not worth the time. So change my clothes. I got my get down and dirty flannel jacket on now. I just left the site that I got the key from earlier to make sure that that is the proper key, because there's nothing worse than hauling a bunch of equipment to a site and, you know, fully planning on doing the job. You get there and you can't get in. So I just checked to make sure that that key works, and it does. So now I'm heading down to do this tree for a different company, and then I'm gonna head further down the road to check out another job for the keyed company gate that I was just at. That's just down the road that we might do while we're in the area. So instead of doing one job, I might end up doing two. So I'm gonna go down now, clean the tree up. Then we're gonna head further down the road, away from home, to take a look at that one, and send that through to the shot callers and ask them if they want us to do it while we're in the area. It makes sense. So I assume they'll say yes, but you never know. Here we go. The road's grown in a bit. Nice and slow through here. Well, damn, this road's actually in pretty bad shape. Yes, this road actually needs some maintenance, and it needs some brush removal. The alders are starting to take over the shoulder of the road here. If I get another truck, I really am strongly thinking about getting a Ram or a Chev, just to compare them with the Ford. It absolutely will be a diesel, I can tell you that. So it'll be a Cummins or a Duramax. But I was looking at I priced up a lot clearing job for a guy the other day, and he had a 2016 Ram 2500 with the air ride suspension, Cummins, and I think, what would that be, the 68 RFE transmission. I don't know much about the Rams, but this road is shit. Should have brought the Tundra. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I'd like to try something else just to compare. But I was talking to him, and he has like 50,000 kilometers on his truck. He tows a camper, and he already basically had to replace his entire front end. Tie rods, bearings, like everything in the front end he had to replace. And that has always been what I hear from Rams or Dodges. Like, it's been like that forever. That's all I've ever heard, is that you can't keep a front end on those trucks. And I thought that they had that sort of taken care of. You know, like I watch videos of these guys. Oh, here we go. There she is, boys. Holy shit, we got some work. I watched some videos of some guys down in the States. The same guy again I mentioned before, PD Diesel. He's a hotshot guy, and he puts a lot of miles on his truck, and he hasn't had like any issues with his truck whatsoever. Now, most of his driving would be highway driving, obviously, not stuff like this. So his front end apparently has been fine. The guy that I priced up the job for the other day, he said he took his truck through the Cape Breton Highlands, and he beat it around a bit up there while he was there for a few days on vacation, and that's the way he justified it. And I just don't think that's right. Like, that can't be accepted. Like, if that's still going on with Ram, I'm not sure if it is. I'm sure all kinds of people are going to be commenting on this portion of this video, but that's turning me off. I know that's only one guy, and I've had issues with trucks in the past that, you know, you can't say everything is the same for every vehicle, because it's not. There's good ones and bad ones. So comment out there, let me know your guys' experiences on the front ends of the Ram, because it's always been a concern of mine. So I'm just wondering if I should be concerned or if this was just a one-off thing for this guy. So this is a pretty good one. It's a big tree. I actually shot a video the other day where I was going to remove that tree from the tower that they said was a large tree, and it wasn't. It was like 5 inch in diameter, and I actually accidentally deleted that whole footage this morning. But this is yeah, this is a big tree. We're gonna have a little bit of work here, but it's pretty much completely blocking the road right now. Someone did cut up some of it. I don't know when. For whatever reason, they just decided that was enough, and that's how they left it. So we're gonna clean this guy up. So here's my chainsaw of choice today, guys. It's a Stihl MS-271, 18-inch bar. I've had this saw for 3 years, and the first year I got it, basically all I did was cut up firewood. I cut like 150 cord of firewood, and then the next year I cut about 50 cord of firewood, and then it started going on jobs, and then it's been on jobs the last year and a half non-stop. Still has the original bar on this guy. The tip's still good. Haven't really had to do anything to it yet. It's gonna go in for service here soon. Clean all the filter. Clean the filters and everything out, get her working tip top. Still works pretty good. Definitely got to put a bit of an edge onto her, because she's a little chewed up right now. So I'm gonna put a new edge on her, fuel her up, oil her up, throw my chaps on, my helmet on, my boots on, and we're gonna get this shit done and over with. Okay, boys, let's do it. Access granted. She's all cleaned up. I am going to come back with my dump trailer at a later date. Clean up the stuff in the road, clean up the wood, clean up the brush. Dump trailer is at my parents' house right now, so not able to do that, but the big thing was getting it out of the road. So while I was cleaning that up, I noticed something up here. It looks kind of freaky. Oh, there's the little road. Looks like an old hunting shack or something. It's one of those things in the middle of the woods. It looks very strange. There's an old wood pile. It's been there since the day of birth. Oh yeah. I don't think anyone's been here for a while. Other than maybe a bear underneath there ready to come out at me in his den. The lock's busted off. Check it out. Cottage home. Make yourself at home. Leave it as you found it. $2018. Cool. I'd actually say it still gets used, believe it or not, which is kind of freaky. Well, that's that. Let's get out of here before Texas Chainsaw Massacre comes after us with my own chainsaw. Home, it's pouring rain. I just went and visited the other job further down the road. Sent that through, and they came back and said, yeah, go ahead and do it. The access road is basically an ATV trail right now. It's grown in pretty bad, so we're gonna go ahead and knock that one off as well. But for today, that's it. Got everything done that I needed to get done. It's around 2 o'clock here in the afternoon. I do have a couple other errands to run actually, but as far as work-wise goes, I'm done. When I get home, I gotta try to get the plow hooked up to the 350. Because the plug was acting up the other day, so that's why I end up using this truck, because I do like to use the 350 for plowing as much as I can. Stay at the front end on this guy for as long as I can anyway. But so I'm gonna go home and see if I can get the plug figured out. Might have to rewire the plug because it seems like it's shorting out. It seems like it's not making good connection, and it's only working half the time. So I'm gonna tackle that in the rain, throw my rain gear on, get that, so you know, just in case one truck goes down, you gotta have a backup. But we're getting pretty full on our snow removal book now, so might need the 2 plows anyway, just like last year. But anyway guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, hit the little bell so you know when I got more of these coming out. Take care everybody, be safe. See you on the next one. Later.